Hey, welcome into the Game 3 review from the Pittsburgh Penguins and New York Rangers game. It was the first game of the night, Game 3 between the Penguins and Rangers. New York won Game 1, 2-1 on a Ryan McDonough power play goal and some solid goaltending from Henrik Lundqvist. He stopped 24 shots in the game. Game 2, Pittsburgh answered back behind a big performance by their captain Sidney Crosby to take a 4-3 victory and split in the series, heading back home. So they were in pretty good shape going into this. Pretty good spot, stealing away home ice against the Rangers. Let's see how it played out. Early on, both teams were playing pretty conservative in the first couple minutes. It looked more like they were trying to not give up a goal than to kind of score the first goal. Uh, Once the play started to open up a little, and at 8:43 of the first period, Carl Hagelin opened the scoring for New York. Keith Yandel and Dan Girardi picked up the assist on the goal. The period would end with the Rangers up 1-0, playing very conservative hockey, almost like the Devils. Like, remember the way New Jersey used to play that trap type system? It's almost what New York does when they get up a goal. You really don't want to let this team get up early, that's for sure. Shots after one were 7-3 for the New York. Terrible for the Penguins. Good luck fucking scoring on Henrik Lundqvist with 3 shots. Just not happening. The second period saw the Rangers sitting back a little, kind of protecting that lead. Not much action in the second until about midway through, as Chris Kreider blasted one by Fleury. He's fucking garbage in my opinion, Fleury. Should get rid of him. To give the Rangers a 2-goal lead. It's hard enough to come back on this team when you're down 1 goal, let alone 2. Pitt was in some trouble here. Pitt improved a little in the second, though, putting 8 pucks toward the net. But we're still outshot 12-8. Pittsburgh was putting some good pressure on the Rangers to start the third, but couldn't seem to get a bounce. Until 13-12 into the third when Patrick Hornqvist scored to make it a 1-goal game. So here we go. Pittsburgh's back in it. And it clearly swayed the momentum in the favor of Pittsburgh. They had some good chances, but at the end, they just come up short. They made it interesting at the end, and there was some rough stuff at the end, which will probably lead into some high emotions in the next game. These are the type of games, though, that New York and their fans want to see them play. They'll win 90% of the time they play like that, I tell you. They outshot Pittsburgh 26-24 overall in the game. And Lundqvist seems to be heating up. It scares me. I think it could come down to them in Montreal again. I'm still kind of hoping for Tampa to sneak in there as the dark horse in the East instead of the Rangers. Can't root against the Canadian teams. As supporting Calgary tonight and the Raptors. 2 big games for both teams tonight. But yeah, it could be a little different this time around, though, if Carey Price is healthy. Montreal will definitely put up a better series than they did against the Rangers last year. But just a typical night for Pittsburgh this season, as they just can't seem to get a flow to their game. Crosby didn't have the game he really needed to have to help them get the victory. And it's kind of the Achilles heel for Pittsburgh. When him and Malkin aren't playing, the team just looks horrible. Can't get anything going. They really need to win Game 4 if they have any hope of knocking off the defending Eastern Conference champs, because it's not going to be easy to beat Henrik Lundqvist 3 games in a row. Kind of a similar scenario to that Ottawa's facing as they go into that game against Montreal. All right, well, thanks for listening. Go over to Push Start Sports and hit that like button. Thank you.